viewers, and welcome back to Sahara TV. I hope you guys enjoyed the interview with the publisher of Sahara, reporters Omoyele Shore with the police representative. I thought that was a very riveting interview. We're back. This is a callback segment. We knew we took a break, but we're back, and we'd like to hear from you. If you saw the interview, you can chime in on that, or you can chime in on questions of the day. And to read that for us, it's the one and only Adeola Fayehun again. Adeola, welcome back.
I know, right? It's good to be back. Make sure you call us on time because this segment is going to be really short. We apologize about that in advance. The number to call is on the screen. If they can make it more visible, please.
Yes, it's...
And just before I go back into reading some of your answers for the day, what do you think about that interview with the police?
First of all, I'd like to commend the police officer for coming forward. I thought he was in the hot seat, and I think he did well. He did a lot of damage control, but you know, when you have evidence glaring like that, you know, it's just in black and white, you know, there's nothing really to dispute. So I thought they handled it well. They said the policemen are facing some kind of trial or some kind of punishment. And, you know, he even invited us to, he said he will follow up, you know, with that. So I thought it was good. What did you think?
But I think we need to do more of such. I feel like it needs to be clear that you guys are actually accountable to the people.
Right.
So there should be more press, you know, I don't want to say press conferences, but like press briefing or some kind of a thing. Like, I feel like this should be happening more more often.
Yes,
yeah,
definitely,
so
definitely. It's definitely taking place, and you know, more things. You know, it's corruption, it's a violation of human rights, and everything. So, I think hopefully this will.
I thought it was fun though that Shore was asking for his money back. Anyway, like
Sure.
$20 or something, I don't know.
Yeah, it's 1,000 naira.
The number to call is 917-284-9811.
Yes.
And we were actually talking about the fact that Israel is telling African migrants to either go back home with $3,500 or stay in prison for God knows how long.
Exactly.
And I was reading some of the answers, and this one is from OK Godson, and he says, take the money, go home. At least some countries will not give you a kobo and send you home.
Yeah, so you know,
that's true.
That's very true. Some people would just send you on the next flight out.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
everything. So this is sort of like an incentive. Yeah. Take the money and go back home.
Yeah. At the same time, though, I don't know if what Israel is doing is right or is good. Yeah. The fact that they actually put them in like this detention center right now, it's like really.
It's unfortunate. I would think they would want to do a job of even protecting these people rather than just you know.
A lot of people are saying they are doing the same thing that Germany did to them.
Right, but here's the funny thing, though. They're welcoming other Jews from around the world. They want to come, they could come back, you know. Yeah. Right, so, but, you know, it's kind of, so I know you want to read
but those are their people, we can't.
True, but so what happens to, like, the people that are half Jews, half African? What do you do with those?
I mean, a lot of Eritreans are saying that they're half Jewish.
Exactly,
Eritrean, you know.
Exactly.
Anyway, so the next comment is from Olatunji Alaba, and he says, I will collect the money sharp.
Correct guy.
And go back home. The next one is similar from Abdul Hamid Abduhali, and he says, I will collect the money so fast, and I will return home. And Tor Michael, who's next after them, says, collect the 3,500 and return home quietly.
Right.
And I like Akinwumi Mohammed, which is the next person. She said, better to leave and settle elsewhere. Cash and ticket after all the gathering and gatherings. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Better to take the money and leave elsewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we have a caller.
Okay, we have a caller.
Sorry. Caller, go ahead.
Please make it quick.
Hello?
Hi.
Yes, go ahead, caller.
Yeah. My name is Habib Ghana. I'm calling from Michigan State.
Thank you.
I love that very particular interview by Omoyele Shore.
Yes.
And my little contribution is that I think the welfare situation of Nigerian police people needs to be addressed.
Great.
If we are going to overcome the problem of corruption, because when you look into the issue of corruption, you find that at the baseline is this problem of welfare. Police people are not well paid. Look at where they are living; it's very terrible. And they have children; they want to get the best for them. And with the payment, I mean the salary scheme, the salary package, and the welfare package for Nigerian police people, it's very difficult for them not to be involved in corrupt activities. Yeah. And I think until we address the issue of welfare and the salary scheme, we might not be able to eliminate or reduce the incidence of corruption in the police force. And I think probably you guys can help in advocating that the presidency of Buhari looks into this as a critical part of his change agenda.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Great
Thank
point.
you.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm just going to speed through the rest of the comments so we can answer the very last question.
Yes.
And this comment is by Johnson Edu, and he's saying that it's up to African politicians to do good for their citizens, and I so much like that.
Yes.
He said, now they are what they are, that is Israel. Africans have to get sense, not by religion, talking about another man's culture, and we have heard enough. Whether Jew or Arab, they must keep their culture by themselves.
Exactly.
Okay, so I guess what this person is trying to say really is that Israel is where it is today because they developed themselves. That's why people wanted to go there.
They also have a lot of help from the United States.
They have help from other people, but
exactly.
we have help as well, my brother. We have help from all over.
It's like misused.
We've not really tried to develop.
Speaking
our
of Israel,
country.
has help from Pastor Adeola. Didn't they said he donated an ambulance?
Really?
To them.
I didn't know that.
Oh yes, he donated an ambulance.
I didn't
recently.
know that.
Right, and people were saying that why couldn't he donate that ambulance to Nigerian tools?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but to be honest, though, I agree with the fact that these countries that a lot of Africans are going to, even where we are right now, is because they develop themselves.
Yes.
So I feel like part of the problem is the fact that our leaders have not developed our countries. They keep embezzling the money that was supposed to be used.
That's terrible. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna read like 2 more comments, and that is number 10 by Fayehun Johnson, and I want to know what you think about this. He's saying, let them stay, let the migrants, let them stay. Israel is a God-owned nation, and it's very sad hearing this about them. The word of God and everything thereof. Be your human keeper, not killer. So what do you think about the fact that, Israel is a God-owned country and this is happening?
Yeah, apparently they're not making it seem like that. So it's unfortunate. And the thing is that those who stay, the Africans who stay, not only are they going to face jail time, they're going to live in desolate situations. Just get the $3,500 just let's
leave. Yeah, but the problem is where to start all over. That it's always hard. Sometimes like how do you start all over? But sometimes if you don't take the chance,
yes,
you never know.
This might be a better opportunity for them. Yeah, come back home.
Yeah, there may be a better opportunity waiting out there, especially when they said they will put you in prison and you have no idea when you will get out. You
know what I think though? I don't think a lot of them will even return to Africa. To be honest with you, I think a lot of them right now are going to find ways to just probably get out, maybe go to another European country or another Western country somewhere.
Yeah, but they're going to deport them. They're taking them to those countries. Right, I think they have their passport or something, and they won't give them back until they get them to those countries where they're taking them. And I've spoken to, I think I spoke to someone that was actually deported. I think they took him to Togo or something, and it was like,
where was he from?
Where do I start? I think maybe Eritrea or Ethiopia. I don't remember.
Ethiopia.
No, his country.
A lot of Ethiopians are going to be affected by this. What happens to the people that are half Ethiopian, half Jews?
Exactly. Yeah. There has been a lot of issues around that. It's a major issue. But let's talk about the last question of the day, and I want to know what your thought is. We all know that there has been a coup in Burundi, even though the coup has failed. But our question has been, should the people of Burundi give up their struggles against President Nkurunziza, even though the coup failed? Do you think they should give it up? Oh, we have a caller.
Okay,
let's take this call.
Caller, thank you for saving me.
Yeah, go ahead. Hi, David. Please go ahead.
Hello. How you guys doing there?
Good, and you?
I'm fine here as well. I just want to make my own comment and contribution to the discussion. First of all, let me thank you guys for the good job you guys are doing.
Thank you.
I was so impressed when I watched your publisher interviewing the Nigerian police PRO. Most of the things that he said. So, he tried to answer some of the questions, but to me, he failed the basic question which was asked. And I doubt if we're going to get it right if we don't understand what the basic need of human being is from first principle. Now, I wouldn't want to talk much about that, but what I want to talk about is the Nigerian armies that are sentenced to death, soldiers. I am of the opinion that they should be freed and should be promoted and should go back to their work. And they did a very good job. And I try to come out against all odds to speak out their mind against what is happening in the Nigerian army. Now, I want to make a particular reference to the guy that called. His name is Niyi from New York. He was trying to compare the United States war in Vietnam, you know, and how the Vietnamese were able to overcome the more superior army with sophisticated ammunition. I mean, to me, what he was trying to compare are two different things entirely from what we have in Nigeria. He doesn't seem to understand the situation we have in Nigeria. The situation we have in the Boko Haram issue is the issue of sabotage, the issue of conspiracy, the issue where a military officer who is sending you out to go and fight, you're not sure if he's not going to send the same message to Boko Haram to tell them that you are coming so that they can attack you. There were a lot of issues surrounding it. So these are completely two different scenarios, and it makes me to understand that he doesn't know what it takes or what is happening in Nigeria. Now, Nigerians need to fashion out their own system of government that is working in Nigeria. Because
Thank you so much.
In Nigeria, we can't tackle it with the American system of government or the British system of government.
Right.
Thank
Thank
you
you, David.
so
When are you listening? Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. Go
Are you
ahead.
there? Yeah. When the president has the capacity and the power to appoint the chief of army staff and to demote the chief of army staff, I mean sack him. When the president had the power to single-handedly appoint the inspector general of police and also to sack him when he wants, what it means is that by default, these guys must be loyal to him. Because if they fail to be loyal to him, the next minute they are sacked. And if you are sacked, the next person they are going to come. What do you expect from him? Well, humans.
Thank you so much. David. We really appreciate you. I honestly appreciate his input. And,
definitely.
I hope that Niyi is still watching. We appreciate your comment, by the way, but everybody is talking about your comment. So
Niyi, please send me an email to olutech@gmail.com. I'd definitely like to further the conversation.
Yeah, it would be good to engage in
definitely.
further conversation, But hey, while we're rounding up, I'm just going to read some of what people are saying about the issue of Burundi. First of all, what do you think the people of Burundi should do now?
You know, I wish. So here's the thing that I don't understand. Why? He's running again, right? All he announced was that he's trying to run again.
For the third time.
Right, but that doesn't guarantee a win, though.
Oh, that means he will rig it.
Rig it, right.
I
so
mean,
that's
this is
unfortunate.
Africa.
Right. So
if he runs, he would win.
He will win, right.
That's the same thing that happened in Togo. The president of Togo just won for the third time.
Exactly. You know, and I thought Nigeria had set the standard for that, though, honestly. So that was my thing,
I'm glad Nigeria did. So we have another caller.
Yeah, caller, go ahead.
Hi, caller. Please go ahead.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Humble Prince, I don't know what the C on your hat stands for. If it stands for Cleveland, you can forget it. On to the questions of the day. First of all, you guys are doing a great
Thank
job.
You very much.
Thank you.
On the police thing, I think Mr. Sowore should be very careful now when he gets back to Nigeria because they know what it looks like now. He's not a Fulani, Fulani person anymore. They know what he looks like, so he should be careful. Maybe he should dress like Lagbaja or something when he goes there.
Okay. Thank you very much, David.
Now to Israel, I forgive me, I have to go back a little bit. In terms of Israel, I mean the world knows that Netanyahu is a racist. He just seeks to kill as many people of color as possible. The example would be the Palestine thing that he did not too long ago. I mean, Israel just needs to know that it's standing because of the hard work, the taxes of all the Africans in the United States, all those billions that they send to Israel are coming from the taxes that Africans are paying in the United States. And they are propped up by those billions of dollars. They are, through the graces of the Africans in the West. So for them to just come up and say you all have to go and stuff like that. So if the Africans stop, giving taxes or paying taxes, I don't think Israel will exist. Now to Burundi. I just think it's a mess. I think it's an African, character issue as far as I'm concerned. Because once these Africans get in power, they don't want to leave. Even Obasanjo almost didn't leave. Okay, so it's just a ridiculous thing. I think this guy should, probably would end up being backboned. Meaning that
we know what that means.
Some kind of civil war will erupt. Because this general that has disappeared is probably going to show up. And some kind of civil war will start, and then a lot of people will die. I mean, what's going on with Africans, man? Why can't they just do their thing and go?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Honestly, I appreciate everything that he said. And
right. So what we were saying is that I was hoping that at least just him announcing that he's going to run again, at least that doesn't guarantee the fact that he's going to be a president. No, I'm not trying to be naive here, but I know what just happened in Togo. But I'm just trying to say, hopefully what happened in Nigeria could be contagious, and that culture will be set in other countries in Africa. But so they probably know what's going on already. And you know what? Here's my thing: if he was a good president, they would even welcome him to stay. But he wasn't the best of president. I mean, we're talking about the second poorest country in the just about in the world. Yeah,
so
go ahead.
The president of Togo said he would run for third time. People protested. They said he's changing the constitution.
Right.
He did. He did, and the result came out, and they said he won. Now everybody was like, we didn't vote for him. How did he win this election? But I think that's the last caller for the day, actually. But I'm just going to read like 2 more comments. And this one is from Dima Ifeanyi. And he says, why are they killing themselves over nothing? Let the stupid president go for third term. Then you exercise your civic rights by massively voting him out of office at the polls, just like Nigerians did. Copy a leaf from us, will you? So this is your point of view.
That was my point of view.
Yeah,
exactly.
But it's not practical. Once he runs,
he's going to win.
He wins.
He's going to rig.
Yeah. So, and the next one by Johnson Edu says, let the president go away. Citizens said they don't like you. No problem. Go. He wants to kill innocent people, which is not good. Burundians have suffered a lot. And if he does good, they will like him. But he failed. He must go. I
love these commenters today, man.
It's the same thing that you said.
Exactly.
And the last comment I will read for today is by, second to the last, by Miriam Morenike. And she says, winners don't quit and quitters don't win. I wish them victory in the struggle, that they should continue the struggle.
Yeah.
And the very last comment is by Ibrahim Hamusa, and he says they should, at least for now, since they cannot be able to plot a successful coup due to insufficient tactics and laziness. He's saying that they should at least stop whatever they are doing and give up. Anyway,
I think we had
we have just one more call, that will be it for the day. Caller, you're live. Please go ahead. Hi, Kennedy.
Hello.
Hi, Kennedy. Go ahead.
Yeah, there are two issues. Number one, I just want to make a comment on the issue of Israel giving payouts to illegal immigrants, and then the second one is the issue of the police. Well, I want to condemn very, very strongly. I'm not comfortable with your response. The response you guys made, that they can give money to illegal immigrants to go back home, and they should happily go back home. We are living in a globalized world, for God's sake. This is 2015, and it is wrong. It is preposterous, absurd for any country to say they want to pay out illegal immigrants to go back home. What globalization has taught us is that, anywhere you find yourself, anywhere in the world, and you can earn your daily bread, that is your home.
Kennedy, let me just say this, Kennedy.
Strongly again.
Hello? I wanted you to know that we agree with you.
Yes.
Because that was what we discussed at the beginning. The only problem is the other option that they're giving them is to be put in prison
put in jail
for God knows how long. They said they will be put in prison until whenever. Right. So I feel like there's a...
that is what I expect.
So the people to fight Israel is not this African
strongly against, to condemn. Because if Israel is saying this, it means Americans can say the same. It means South Africans can say the same. So, what are we not talking about?
Yeah. You're absolutely right.
Very quickly.
Go ahead.
Very, very quickly and lastly, the issue of the police video that you guys had. It's a very good one. It's a clear indication of the fact that you know, corruption is beginning to get into the psyche of Nigerians. It's in the psyche of Nigerians. And having a government that is sympathetic, you know, having a government that is sympathetic to change is just a means to an end.
Right.
You know, people of Nigeria, we need, it's a collective thing. We all have to come together and ensure that, you know, we stamp out corruption. Corruption in the Nigerian police force, you know, is worse than corruption in political circles. You know, who is going to fight corruption if the police are corrupt?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Who's going to fight
Thank
corruption?
you so much, Kennedy.
Thank you so
He's
much.
absolutely right.
It's all right. Like I said, go ahead.
The only problem is I don't think it's this African migrants that can fight Israel. I mean,
Right.
Israel is wrong in what they're doing.
I think they are. Everybody agrees with that.
They're wrong in what they're doing.
Right.
But these are not the people. The powerful countries are the ones supposed to condemn this, you know. But if they are not doing anything, it's only these immigrants that will be suffering.
And the immigrants, the way they're living now is substandard. So,
It
you know,
is.
yeah, it's not good. But, guys,
And especially if someone tells you, I don't like you, I would leave.
I would leave, yeah. And again, I like what he said about corruption. Like, I always like to say, like, Obey said, corruption long bad. Oh, yeah,
You have to sing
Yes.
Obey, right? He's Obey's biggest fan, by the way.
Yes,
in case
corruption is the
you
main
don't
problem we
know
have in
that.
Nigeria.
If you know him, you have to know that he likes Obey.
So, guys, that's the callback segment. Join us again on Wednesday on Live with the Humble Prince and Radio Show. Adeola and I will be back for more callback segments, and we'd like to definitely hear from you. And thank you for watching. We have the Skype segment coming up next with Kwesi Esun Bakon. So stay tuned and don't go anywhere.